Okay, hi. As you can see, I am awake today. Probably need to cool it, but I in a wiggy mode. I'm waking out. This is Misha Kwao here, your spiritual guide. Okay, you see me a little better here. Um, what I'm here to talk about, well, it's raining, so you'll see the raindrops falling on my head. It's a beautiful day, and what I wanted to tell you guys, well, unfortunately, I couldn't go at a beach. I know I promised you guys I would have been at a beach the next time you'll actually see me, but it doesn't look as though that's gonna happen today. So I'm home with my son, and let me see this way. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm here to tell you. Oh yes, I wanted to tell you guys about a dream I had. Right. Now I've been having this dream for years. Have y'all ever had a dream where you dream that like you were falling? Now since I was a child, I used to always have this dream about falling from like high up from a cliff, or, from a mountain. Some people dream that they're falling off a tower and that sort of thing. But what I used to do, and I subconsciously do, I used to have this dream, and I used to always jump out of it because, you know, fall, when, I mean, realistically, you fall from that distance, you die, right? So I guess subconsciously, I didn't want to die. So I would jump out the dream. Now, as I've developed and I've gotten stronger and I'm letting people know who I am, what I am, I had this dream about a couple nights ago. I had to share it with you guys. I had this dream, right? I dreamt that I was in a car and it was on a high cliff. You know those roads that are on high mountains, high cliffs? Right. I dreamt that I was in a car and it was driving on this high cliff. They had the barrier and everything. And the driver just like, he just tripped. He just tripped, and just swerved. I mean, it didn't even look accidental. It looked as though like he purposely did it. And he just swerved. And next thing you know, and it had other passengers. And next thing you know, we are going down this high cliff, going down in this vehicle. And usually in my dreams, I would jump out of it. And this time, I did not feel the need to jump out of my dream. When I looked at myself falling in the vehicle, everybody else was screaming. I wasn't screaming. I watched the ground. I looked at the ground and I said, let's see what will happen. And that is what I was thinking. I was thinking of myself like, glass. I was like, I could break. I don't have to break because, I mean, if glass, you've seen glass fall and sometimes they break and sometimes they don't, right? I pictured myself being like a piece of glass. And I was falling, and everybody's screaming. And I was like, okay, this is going to happen, let it happen. And the car hit ground. I mean, I took a good while, I had time to process thought and that sort of thing. And when it hit ground, people flew, the car wasn't totally destroyed. It crushed the front. Unfortunately, the driver in the dream died. Other people flew out, and I was like quiet for a while, and then I walked out the car, and to my surprise, I stood up, and I didn't have a scratch, nothing on me, nothing. I was like, wow. And when I walked away from the incident. Not too long after that, the car blew up. And when I walked, the two people came in front of me and they said, Miss, you saw what you just survived? And I'm like, yes. And they were pointing up at how high the vehicle fell from. And they said where you were coming from. And at that time, I was like, in the dream, I was looking for a house, and they said, you were looking for a house? I was like, yes. And I gave them the price of the house. And, I just came from there with my man and stuff. And they were saying, listen, you see what you survived? Do you really see what you survived? Miss, no, you don't need to buy a house. Come. And the land I was looking at was just a plot of land, right, to build a house. They carried me to this land, a huge land, almost like acres of land, and they said, this is yours. So I asked them, skeptically, how much, because people don't give nothing so for free, right? And they were like, no, miss, right? And the next person said, no, child, this belongs to you. You came from a high distance, and you fell, and you survived. This belongs to you. And they did not charge me anything for the land, and it had a house on it. It had everything I ever wanted. It was near the sea. I was able to fish because I love to go and fish. I like to fish. We take bamboo rods and we make fishing rods out of them, and we go and fish. I love to do that. And just a walk away, I could go and fish, I mean, it was so beautiful. And I said, let me share the story with you guys because the reason why I had to share it is because too many times in our lives, we have that fear. We have that fear. When you're going through hard times, the fear is what grips us, what puts us in a box. Our fear of failing, our fear of dying, our fear of being unsuccessful, our fear of everything. Fear is what keeps us at a standpoint. It keeps us stagnant. And in the dream where I released my fear, right? I've been having that dream since childhood. And in that particular night, just a couple of nights ago, I released my fear. And with me releasing my fear, I gained more than what I originally wanted. So the lesson to you is that you have to release your fear in order to gain what you want. You may end up getting more than what you wanted. Let go of that fear. Just let go. If you're going to fall, you're going to fall. If you're going to break, you're going to break. You don't know, right? Sometimes hardships are there to strengthen us, to give us that mental strength. Don't take it as, oh God, I fail. Oh God, I will fail. Oh gosh, don't say that. Don't say those things. Just hold on and believe. And once you're going through that fall, believe that is either one or the other would happen. Most times when you do push through, you survive. So that's my word to you guys today. Let me get out this rain, wetting up my wig and thing. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your life. Bye.